Good morning, everyone. I am in a mood for doing readings today. Sometimes I think it'd be nice if I didn't have to work because I'd just sit here all day and do readings. I did that beautiful reading that I lost, and I just did the bonus read, and it was nothing like that reading. So I went, you know what, I'm going to stick in an extra bonus reading this morning. So let's see what's happening. I'm really not sure why I did that reading in the middle that didn't tape. Something wants to come out there. Queen of Pentacles. Could be an earth sign you're dealing with. Oh, and a brand new start, Ace of Wands with the Seven of Wands. Interesting. There's some sort of, I don't know, it's like you're resisting some sort of brand new start here. Are you resisting a change? Are you resisting closing down a cycle? Are you stopping yourself from moving out of one idea, way of thinking, structured mindset into something that is much more fluid? Somebody's not wanting to move out of their old way of thinking here. Don't get stuck. Oh, how interesting. I didn't split the deck, and the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, King of Swords is here. So I didn't split the deck. So I've gone back and split the deck now, but somebody needs to see that. Okay, so I have the Ten of Swords coming out here. The Ten of Swords, although looking very beautiful in the Good Tarot, looks pretty treacherous in most decks. And the Ten of Swords is the guy with the swords all in his back. It's about the ending of a cycle. Sometimes it can be through betrayal or something happening to bring that end about. But sometimes the Ten of Swords is just a natural progression for us because we have reached the finality of a certain point in our lives. Can be the end of like negative thinking, can be the end of thinking of things in a certain way. After that, I do have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands is the card that talks about victory. So there's some sort of change for you here through transformation. There you go, beautiful. So you are ending out or closing out a cycle here in order to find your abundance. Very nice little story up the front. So closing out a cycle, having some sort of accomplishment through doing this, feeling accomplished, going through a transformation here, and coming to some sort of abundance. So maybe the abundance for some of you is just clearing your mind of the clutter that's been in your head for such a long time. It can be, you know, understanding the need to take a leap of faith, being able to understand that, you know, you don't have to be so careful in everything you do, that sometimes you just have to throw caution to the wind and get out there. Beautiful. Queen of Cups coming in first. So the Queen of Cups can represent Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. This is a person who is very comfortable and very open with their emotions, very loving, very caring, can be someone who's quite psychic, very intuitive. The water is sort of like that. We do have the Sun coming out next. So this is definitely a situation where you're feeling extremely happy, full of hope, full of joy. Okay, so we have the Devil energy coming out here. We've seen the Devil energy lots lately, and in this card it comes up as temptation. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. Oh, clearly you have a choice here. Clearly have a choice. And I feel like you're taking on this Queen of Cups energy in order to make this choice. So that means going deep within, really going into your emotion, really going into that side of yourself, the intuitive side of yourself, to see what way to go here. It's like you've got a choice between letting go of something and grabbing hold of something here. And again, I'll come back to that very conversation I had when the cards jumped out at the beginning, when I said to you, are you holding back the ending of something? Are you refusing to let go? Because clearly here, you have a choice of two things, and one of them is the Devil energy, which talks of bondage and holding on, and the Sun, which is something that is being offered to you in the future, and it could come from a water sign, but you're stuck in this energy trying to work out which way you want to go. Okay, Five of Swords here. So the Five of Swords talks about an empty victory, winning at something but not yet winning. We do have the Fool card here, which of course is the leap of faith, again with that energy, and then the Hermit card coming out. A lot of major arcanas here. what you've got here is an energy of, and this is why I think the Ten of Swords is trying to close out. There's this energy that you're sticking and you're holding firmly to the tried and true and not releasing to understand this new energy that wants to come in. And this new energy is about taking risks, taking a leap of faith, understanding that there are so many opportunities here for you, but you can't let go of an old way of thinking about it. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm waiting for the penny to drop here. I think that some of you are right on the verge of understanding what this means for you because of the waiting for the penny to drop. There's some sort of way of thinking, idea, situation, person, something here that you are clinging on to, you're bonded to, and you're not letting go of. And the universe is saying, we want to bring you in so many things. Look at this plethora of beautiful things we want to hand to you. But you're stuck in this energy. You need to make a choice whether to let things go and move forward. For some of you, it may be a person or an idea that you've been hanging on to for a long time rather than releasing and moving forward. And often in the releasing and in the moving forward is how we make the energy change enough to bring in what we want. But by hanging on to it, it produces this codependent sort of devil energy where we're not releasing that bondage to that particular thing. So it's that whole statement around if you love something, let it go, and if it loves you back, it will return. That's what's coming in here strongly for you. Ten of Wands coming in here. So we're talking about letting go of burdens, letting go of the past. Four of Cups. You're being offered something here. There's some sort of offer coming through. Okay, let's put the last one down. King of Wands coming up here. King of Cups. Oh my goodness, we've got the Queen and the King of Cups in this reading. And I'm pretty sure we've had matching pairs coming up a lot in the readings today. And it may have been in the one that disappeared on me. Okay, you've definitely got someone who looks like a water sign here. You may be hanging on to something here with them. Somebody has... Okay, let's go right from the beginning, because those cards that jumped out on me said it really made me feel like you're not letting go of something. You're refusing. You're defending your place. You're defending your position. You're not allowing for the universe to bring you in new things here because you're clinging to something. Now, I don't think for everybody it is clinging to something that's tangible. So it could be for some a person, a situation or something that they're clinging to. But for me, it's clinging to an idea or clinging to something that you haven't quite worked out what it is yet. And I don't want to make it sound as though, you know, you're being judged for that, or I just think that you're on the threshold of understanding what that means for you. You're right on the threshold. That's why I said I can see you standing there with the penny in your hand waiting for it to drop. It's like you're about to understand what's going on here. The universe is trying to pull you away from some sort of codependency or bondage to your past, your ideas, something that's holding you back here, something to do with your ego, something to do with what you've been taught, something in the past here. I feel that there is love on offer from somebody here. But at the moment, this Four of Cups energy, how do I explain that? Okay, it's sort of like to me, because I always see the Four of Cups as an energy of being offered something that doesn't quite fit your ideal. But I don't think this Four of Cups energy is meaning that in this particular situation. I feel like somebody is perhaps going to make an offer or is coming in to make you an offer. But you're still clinging on to something or some idea of how that should work or should... Oh boy, I want to get right deep into this. Okay, so the universe is trying to close out a cycle. They're trying to help you to see what you're doing is not working. It's clearly not working. You're trying to bring in love here. Trying hard to bring in love. But there is something about the way you think about, maybe about yourself here. Maybe it's to do with how you view yourself. And the universe is saying you are this beautiful Queen of Cups, or you could be a male, but this energy of being a loving, intuitive, beautiful being. And you're thinking that you, on some level, want to have love in your life. But I think it's you with this Four of Cups. I don't think it's someone offering it to you. I think that you are just not understanding why you can't bring in what you want. And it's like that you're right on the threshold here of understanding. The universe is on this side with this, wonderful sort of myriad of gifts for you. And you're on this side of the door going, why am I not receiving? Why am I not? I've done the work. I've been patient. I've waited. And yet it's still not coming to me. Why is this? And there's this feeling here that there's still a clinging on to some way of thinking about yourself that is no longer serving you. You need to let it go. What I want to say to you here, it is about trust, but it's not about trusting in the universe. This is about trusting in the fact that you need to just dive into life and let go of this idea that everything needs to be properly arranged and orchestrated and come in a certain order. There's like this feeling here that you need to get rid of this structure, these restrictions, these boundaries you've put around yourself that are stopping you from moving forward, and step out of your Eight of Swords energy in order to accept what is being offered here. Now, there's some sort of choice coming in where you are able to really see what this is meaning and how this is unfolding for you here. Because you are ready to take a leap of faith. Yes, you've done the work. Yes, you are trusting. But something in your psyche hasn't been exposed to you yet. And it's still holding you back here. But it's not going to for much longer, because this person is already waiting. But they can't come in until you've let go of this energy here. So they can't come in until you have made the decision to let them in. Isn't that interesting? Now, I don't know what that means for everybody, because it would mean a different thing for everybody. But it's like you're stopping this from happening. And I don't want to put guilt trips on anybody or make people overthink this, because it's not about any of those things. It will come in its time. It is being divinely guided to you. The answers are being brought to you, and they are about to come home. You are about to come home. You are about to see here that something here is meant for you, but you're not allowing it because you have this idea either that you don't deserve it, it's not right for you, or maybe you're looking at the other person and you're going, I'm madly in love with you, you're cross-watching all over YouTube for it, but then when somebody says anything, you go, I'm not really interested in him, which immediately puts up a boundary. But there's something about to be exposed to you here that will help you see things more clearly. And then you will be able to take this leap of faith. Wow, deep reading. Okay, interesting. The chart has come out here. Now, sometimes there we go, so you can see what it is. All right, I feel like this is a really strong message coming through here. So the child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so you can see life for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. And this is the medicine here, and I want to read this to you too because I think it's so relevant to this reading. The child comes to show you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. Set yourself free from your conditioning for suffering. You were born unfettered and happy and can be so again if you make the right choice now. The child will help you climb out of the hole you may have dug yourself into to recover your sense of play. And that is about that Fool energy in the middle here, about taking a leap of faith. I don't know what it means. For a lot of you, this is going to have completely different meanings. But this card is just beautifully set within that whole rhythm of that reading. It's amazing. Thanks, everyone. I'm glad I decided to do the extra one. Thanks.